Okay, somebody suggested that I make a video of the bottles from this creek search all cleaned up, so here it is. We'll start off with one of the hutches. Okay, I got a TC Fox. I have two different variations of these. I thought they were the same, but they're definitely different. This one is clear and a little bit taller, and the embossing is different as well. Okay, here's the other one. As you can see, this one's aqua and the mug base is more distinct, and the embossing is just different. But this one has what they call creek rash on it. For some reason, this is the only soda I found that is like this. It just has a lot of scuff marks all over it. And here we have the Columbus, Ohio. It's a nice stubby short one. Fairly clean. Just glad to add that to my collection. And here, this is a fairly scarce bottle. And here's the squeeze bottle from Mab Scott, West Virginia. And here's that amber fancy flask. Looks a lot cleaner now than it did before. And here's that crown top from Paducah. I'm not going to try and trick you into believing this is a mint bottle, because it isn't. It has a big crack in it. But it still displays fairly nicely. And here's a Mab Scott, West Virginia Coke bottle that is in really great shape. And this is a Christmas Coke. And here's one of the three of this style, or I should say this brand and company from Montgomery, Alabama. Wait, no, Montgomery, West Virginia. It's a good looking bottle, isn't it? And here's the first piece I found, which is actually a hutch. Unless there's a crown top variant of this, but I heard that these are hutches. And here's one bottle that I left with the gray cast on it. And here's a Beckley, West Virginia. Well, this one actually has creek rash as well. And here's the JoJo flask. Early 1900s. It came out pretty clean. And I just brought this one home because, well, it's green. It's an ACL, obviously the loss is paint. And here's a nice clean Coke bottle. And it's from Beckley. It has a big embossing on it. And here's one from Mab Scott. A very clean example. But this is the D patent. And another one from Mab Scott. It's also a D patent. And yet another one from Beckley. A D patent that's nice and clean. Okay, here's the Raleigh's. It's got an interesting texturing on the neck. But it's got a lot of caseware as well. But it says Beckley, West Virginia. And here's one of my favorites. It says Fayette's. from Montgomery, West Virginia. One of the 3 variants from there. And here is a Clarksburg, West Virginia. Fairly clean example. And here is the Taylor & Williams. Didn't get fully clean, but the fact that it didn't turn purple at all means it's got to be 1917 to 1920. And here's another one I decided to leave with the gray cast on it. Some bottles actually look good with that. And here's the 3rd variant of the Fayette Bottling Company. The embossing is kind of weak in the middle, but up here it's kind of strong. It says Fay Cola. So that's 3 different styles of this. And last but not least is this Art Deco style. This is from Beckley, West Virginia. So that was a pretty good haul, wasn't it? I got them all cleaned up for you to see. I hope you enjoyed seeing these all cleaned up. Until next week.